Welcome to Herf Zone Live, the show that is unlike any other cigar show. We have the most eclectic lineup of guests, of which some smoke cigars and some do not. Some will be willing to try. Either way, we bring you the best content weekly. If you are tuning in for the first time, every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., we go live on the Team Shirtless Mike YouTube channel. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave comments while I'm live. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow me on social media. My Facebook, just search for Mike Holmes for my personal Facebook page, or Shirtless Mike for my fan page. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Shirtless Mike 2020. We got people already piling into this live broadcast. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and all that good stuff. Make sure you leave your comments here on the screen. Before I get started, though, I do want to give a special shout out to my boy Bones Argento with the 5.5 Legs virtual cigar lounge with the Ash Holes. It's their 100th episode. We actually schedule our shows at the same time. So I told him, hey, look, when I come on live, then I'll go ahead and give you a shout out and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cigar lit right now while everybody's still tuning in and all that. I'm going to be smoking an Arandoza Red Label tonight. Hopefully you can see it okay. Yeah, we're going to be smoking I'm going to be smoking an Arandoza Red Label. They're no longer in business, so, you know, if you can find them, I would highly recommend it. This is a wonderful cigar that's been aged for quite a few years. So it's definitely wonderful, and I'm going to go ahead and get it lit so we can get into the show, because we have a really, really good show tonight. We got Lu Liga, the infamous Lu Liga. For some people, you might love him. For some people, you might hate him. Everybody wants to hear what he's got to say. So keep in mind, this is totally uncensored, and all that good stuff. So we're going to just keep it real, raw, and uncut. And let's see here. We already got a comment. Shouts out to my boy Julio Diaz, representing Brevard County. You know, he hangs out at the Herf Zone sometimes. All right. Now I got this cigar lit. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guest right here. Coming to the stage, we got Mr. Lu Liga.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
What's
What
good?
up? Nothing much, man. It's a beautiful night. We're both smoking good cigars, so you know you can't go wrong. You know, with that. You know what I mean? So what you smoking? What you smoking right now?
JSK Red Knight Robusto, original release.
Nice. You can't go wrong with JSK. Shouts out to Risty.
Yo, literally, he just texted me saying he's watching the show. That's weird. And I'm smoking his cigar.
Yo, that's real, man. That's real. And Risty, I appreciate you for tuning in. So yeah, we definitely got a lot to get into here. So let's start off by talking about your hustle. You always say you've applied the street hustler mentality to customizing cars and now to selling cigars. Tell me about your early days hustling and how you eventually got into customizing cars.
Well, my early days hustling, I sold drugs for a living. Straight up, in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I stopped in the early 90s. Then I opened up a car customization shop. I had it for 20 years. And I just started customizing cars. That was my hustle. That was my thing. Then I did a couple of cigar guys' cars, and when I sold my shop, they were like, "Yo, come into the industry. You know cigars. You've been smoking cigars forever. You know how to sell." I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it no more." You know. Then Caldwell asked me to help them out in the IPCPR one year,
Mm-hmm.
and I was helping them out, and all of a sudden I became the brand ambassador, man. So it started from there, yeah. Shout out to Robert Caldwell, Tony Bellado, and Matt Booth, man. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be here, for real, you know, in this industry.
Yeah, definitely. And so you've been smoking cigars for a very long time. How long have you been smoking cigars, and how did you get into smoking cigars?
Okay. So I started smoking cigars when I was like 10. My grandfather had like a little tobacco farm back of his crib.
Uh-huh.
So I used to go back there and to like steal cigars and then like little kid shit, you know what I'm saying? And try it and get fucked up on a cigar. But then like when I was 14, that's when I started hardcore.
Mm.
And I started just smoking. That was in the early 80s. I'm 51, by the way. So
Yeah, so it's definitely a long time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like back then, what kind of brands were you smoking?
No name brands, bro. But my first brand that I started hardcore was Padron.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like, was it just like the 1000
Yeah, the
series or?
thousands, yeah, 1,000 series, the cheap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And so, how did you get the name Lu Liga?
Oh. So I used to collect legal providers. I had like one of the biggest collections.
Mm-hmm.
And one day JD was like, yo, we're gonna call you Lu Liga. And that was it. Stuck.
Mm.
Yeah.
Definitely. And since I've known you, I've known you as someone with a real passion for the cigar industry. You've gotten into different ventures. And when I first started following you online, you were a brand ambassador for Caldwell Cigars and Room 101. And then later you started working for Oscar Valadares. But those two with Robert Caldwell and Matt Booth, was that your first venture, or were you already involved in other roles in the cigar
That was
industry
the first
prior?
venture. That was the first venture. That was it.
Nice. And how
Yeah.
did all that come about? I know you kind of mentioned it a little bit in the beginning.
Oh, I was at the IPCPR show, man. It just came natural, flow natural.
Mm.
It came natural with them, man. Good guys, good company.
Yeah,
I'll do anything for Robert Caldwell and Tony Bellotto and Matt Booth. Whatever they want, that's it.
yeah,
They don't even gotta ask
definitely,
twice.
definitely. So how long were you a brand ambassador for them?
Not long, man. Like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Mm. Definitely, definitely. And so we all know your hashtag I hate Lu Liga. Tell me about how that movement came about.
So all the people that hate on me, first of all, I live in Philadelphia. So there's a jewelry store here called Steven Singer Jewelry, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he has big billboards all over that says "I hate Steven Singer." So I kind of copied off of that because everybody hates his prices. So he puts "I hate
Mm.
Steven Singer." So I copied off of that "I hate Lu Liga" and it caught off of that. But I did it because all the haters, oh, Lou this, Lou this. I was hearing shit, people hating on me, and I'm like, what the fuck they hating on? What the fuck? All I do is sell cigars or this and that. I give a lot to the cigar community. That's my thing. I like giving donations. I do all that. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me jump on this. Let me start making stickers, giving them out. Since you hate me so much, you're gonna plug me. So you're gonna have those stickers. You're gonna plug me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just give them out to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And so, it seems like every week, every other week, you make Facebook posts about people hating. What makes you so hated in the first place?
I'm too good looking. Say no. No, I really don't know, man. It's like I post something like on a group and they jump on me. I'm like, damn, I can't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get on there like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, dude, it's just a fucking comment. Then I hear the buzz, oh, this fucking dude Lou, what the fuck? He thinks he's all that. I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm nothing, man. All I do is sell cigars, bro, and give out good deals and shit like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, I've seen you make posts about smoking with cigar industry legends like Zeno Davidoff. He's been gone for over 20 years. How did you meet him and end up smoking with him, and what was that experience like?
Oh, bro, I was in New York City. I just happened to be in a lounge. This was in, what was it, 80, 88? Maybe about 88, yeah, because I was out first year out of high school, yeah, 88. And I'm in the lounge just chilling, smoking. This old dude is in there chilling. And I sit down and he's smoking. He asked me what I'm smoking. I said, well, what I'm smoking. He said, yeah, I'm smoking a Davidoff. I was like, oh, I can't afford a Davidoff. Back then, even they were fucking still expensive back then.
Yeah.
So he hands me one, right? He said, that's my company. I was like, what? So boom, I asked him his name. He said, my name is Zeno. I said, oh, my name is Louis. Nice to meet you. And we kicked it, man. He told me crazy stories, bro. I was like, wow, this dude right here is on a different level. So that was my experience with Zeno Davidoff. One time,
Nice.
that's it. One time only I ever smoked with him.
Yeah, definitely. And now, you mentioned he, told some crazy stories. Is there anything that you're allowed to repeat Just something that's legendary.
No, he just talked about the factory and stuff like that and little stuff like that. He still was doing Cuban cigars back then, if I'm right. Yeah, in the '80s, he was still doing them. So
Definitely. And now, do you like to smoke a lot of Davidoffs to this day, or is it just more of a treat thing for you? Or?
um, so when the last store I worked in, we'll get into that later. We were Davidoff accounts, so I was smoking more and more and more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't go out looking for them. You know what I'm saying? But they're good cigars.
Yeah, definitely. What's your favorite Davidoff?
The Millennium is good. The Chef's blends are good. They're all good. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And I noticed that you smoke many different cigars. You kind of like all over the place. You're not just in one wheelhouse category. What have you been smoking lately?
Oh, lately, a lot of my JSK State Line, because I'm no longer there, so I got a nice amount with me. Those are good. I've been smoking those, but like other brands, what can I say? I smoke, man. I smoke so many different cigars throughout the day. All Saints, the Dedication. Shout out to Mickey Peg. That's a good cigar. I've been smoking that.
Oh yeah, he actually just followed my YouTube channel yesterday.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Those are good cigars. Anything Risty makes is good, man. Like his blender's a good friend of mine. I support him real good, man. Good people, good cigars. I'm a big Nicaraguan dude, so I like smoking Nicaraguan a lot. You know.
Yeah, I definitely love Nicaraguan myself. So,
Yeah.
I think the vast majority of cigar smokers do. Of course, people smoke, other from other countries, but Nicaragua is like the hot spot, like what Cuba was back in the day now. So,
Yeah, big time.
and speaking of Nicaragua, I know you've had the chance to visit Nicaragua over the years, and from what I've seen you post, you don't go there as the typical tourist. So, what does a trip to Nicaragua look like for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I go by myself.
Yeah, but I'm saying like do you like what factories do you tend to visit? Like how many times have you been there? And
Holy
just
fuck!
take me through like a typical time.
Last year alone, I went 4 times. So,
Mm.
um, I call the company and the factory and tell them I want to go. I want to go visit. You know what I mean? See what's good. I speak and write Spanish, so
Yeah,
that's a big plus.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I call the company that's on the driver for me, or I pay for a driver to go to the factory to go out there, and I hang out, man. I like to learn. I like to study. I just like to get into it. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. And I mean, from what I've heard about Nicaragua, the prices there are like compared to here, like their currency is like super cheap, in our currency. So I
That's true.
heard like five people, they had like a full steak dinner with wine and everything, and it was like 50 American
How
dollars.
I don't know that. I don't know about that.
Well, maybe
Shout
not
out,
five people, but
shout out, shout out
from
to
what
my
I've
favorite,
heard.
my favorite restaurant in Nicaragua, Finca en Su Mesa. Shout out to them, man. They just opened back up, so
Nice.
best restaurant out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And so, whenever you go down there, like, do you, just get like a regular like hotel accommodation, or you got friends out there? Like, what do you do
I
when it
stay, I
comes to
stay at
that?
the hotel. I stay at the hotel. So, I get invited to stay at houses, but I don't like to intrude. I just stay at the hotel, man, and they pick me up at the hotel, and Los Arcos. That's where I stay at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that like comparable? Is that just like compared to an American motel, or is that like
No, it's totally
like?
different.
But is it like
Different.
to our standards like over there like like a 5-star hotel
No,
over there?
it's totally different. It doesn't. How can I compare Los Arcos? Um, Damn, I can't compare it. It's not like staying at like a Holiday Inn or Marriott. It's probably their 5-star in Esteli.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
It's like a 4-star in Esteli, but I like it because it's close to like the Central Park. And in
Hmm.
the morning, I like walking to the park and sitting down and smoking a cigar and talking to the locals. I
Hmm.
like doing that, so I like to get to know the people.
Yeah, definitely. And so whenever you go to the factories and visit, do they let you kind of play around with blending and stuff like that too?
Well, if I'm blending a cigar, of course, but I just go, I visit. I talk to the rollers. You know what I mean? I talk to the person in charge of the rollers. I like to get into their head, like what their mindset is, what their day goes, how their day is going, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, your latest venture has been being the general manager for State Line Cigars in Delaware. How did you end up, working with them? I know you were there for like a little bit. Just give me the rundown of how kind of you guys started with that and all that.
Sure. Um, I was doing an event for Altadis. So the that's you, right? That's not me.
Yeah, that's somebody in this neighborhood. I have the garage door open.
Oh, okay. So I was doing an event for Altadis with the rep Taven Johnson. Shout out to Taven Johnson. That's a good friend of mine. And I was doing the event, helping Taven Johnson out, and also going into the humidor and doing sales and stuff like that. And the owner asked Taven Johnson if I was available. Then he asked me. I said, yeah, we could talk. You know what I mean? So he made me an offer, and I took it. Now, mind you, nobody knew who State Line was. So, it was a cigarette,
Yeah,
sell cigarettes and stuff like that.
yeah.
So,
So like when you got in there, did you kind of? I mean, did they already have like a humidor? Did you? I mean,
they had
I imagine they had one, but you had to basically, revamp it. Is what I'm
they
trying
had
to
a
say.
humidor. They had a humidor. But I went in there and just took it over. I brought in all the boutiques. I did all the social media. I did everything. I brought the store up to where it is now. And then I don't know if you want to talk about this, but then afterwards, just recently, we opened up a new store,
Yeah,
Cigar Session.
yeah, we'll get into that. I have,
Okay, okay, okay,
we're just moving through the flow, and I
okay,
want to
okay,
make
okay.
sure that I take our time with this because I moved through a lot of questions already. So
All right, go ahead.
after a certain point, we're gonna be freestyling, but keep on going. We still got more to go.
So yeah, I did State Line. I started thinking we need to do more in this store. So I did two blends. I did a JSK blend with
Hmm.
Risty and Roniel, which is Risty's blender and partner in the factory. Yes, Risty has a factory. Everybody thinks he doesn't, but he does in
Yeah.
Nicaragua. And I did a blend with Aganorsa,
Mm.
Aganorsa leaf. So I brought the two blends in. They did very well. Risky's blend did very well. Then I brought Aganorsa, and his blend did very good. Then I just started doing different things with Privada Cigar Club. I was the first store to have Privada Cigar Club. I just started bringing stuff in that nobody had, stuff like that. A lot of boutiques. I'm big into boutiques.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so like State Line is that like I've seen a few pictures like their lounge is a little small, isn't
It's
it? It's
small. Yeah, 15
yeah.
seats, about 15 seats.
Oh,
Tiny.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And so you were with State Line Cigars, and you grew that lounge significantly as far as bringing the boutiques in and everything, and just kind of turning it around like to where people know who what that shop is and all that. And then more recently, you were involved with another project, building a new shop owned by the same people called Cigar Sessions. Tell me about the process, building up a shop from scratch.
Money. um, shout out to the owner. I have no animosity. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
So we were State Line. We wanted to grow. And I told the owner, the only way we could grow, we need a cigar bar. We need liquor license. Liquor and cigars.
yeah.
So he had somewhere in mind in Middletown, Delaware. So we went to see the location. It was fucking huge. Huge. Too much for us. It was like 10,000 square feet. So we cut it down in half. I remember the first day I went in there, I had a truck. And I started marking the floors, like where I want the bar, where I want the humidor. I was like, I want this here, I want that there. You know what I mean? And I already had the vision, what I wanted, how I wanted everything done. The humidor is huge, bro. The humidor is like 60 by 18. It's fucking humongous.
Mm.
You know. Then we wanted the ventilation system, all that. We had a good contractor too. Shout out to Mateo, the contractor, because he did State Line too, and he did the Cigar Sessions. So man, we just got in there, man. Started working, bro. Started working, and trust me, it wasn't cheap. Very
Yeah.
expensive. But everything state of the art in there. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful lounge.
Yeah. And and so you guys brought in, liquor and stuff. Like, what kind of liquor did y'all? I'm not, you're not a big drinker. If you
I'm
may
not a
not
big
know the
drinker.
brands. Well,
No,
actually,
no,
you said you said you've never drank before in your life. So
right. I never drank before in my life, but I did manage a strip club back in the day, so I know a little bit. No, he
yeah,
brought all the high end shit, man. You name it, he had it. He had all that. He had what the hell's the one with the little horse on top? He had all that shit, all the crazy shit, all the 20-year anniversary, 20th, and all that shit. He had them all.
yeah, definitely. And so this next up here, this is gonna be the controversial question that everyone wants to know. I had everybody trying to ask me whatever, but why did your job with State Line and Cigar Sessions end so abruptly? I know initially you didn't really get into it. You don't have to give too many
Now
details.
I'm gonna keep it. I told you whatever you want to ask me, I'm gonna tell you. So
Yeah,
you're gonna be the first person who hears this. You know what I'm saying? You got it. So I didn't get fired for money, stealing, anything like that. I got fired because I screamed at the owner on the phone. So we had a big argument on the phone.
mm,
He was somewhere. He came to the shop, told me to get my shit. I'm fired. That's why I got fired.
wow,
Yeah, nothing
that's
else.
yeah, like everybody like literally was. That's the one thing people wanted me to ask, and
Yeah.
I'm like, we got to ask it and all that good stuff. So,
Listen,
um,
I called him the next day and apologized. He didn't
yeah,
want to hear it.
yeah,
I told him I'm gonna give you 7 days so we could fix this. Then I have to post on Facebook that I'm not with you no more. You know what I'm saying? I gave him the 7 days. He didn't want to hear it. When I posted it, he felt some type of way. I said, "Yo, what you want me to do? Not work?" But it's
yeah.
all good. It's all good, man. Good luck to them.
So it really wasn't as abrupt as as it seemed, because
It was
it seems like one day you were posting about it, and then like next time, like the next day you were like posting everywhere about it,
yeah.
but you didn't give too many details though, which I understand, like during that time everything was still fresh, and you don't want to like make it seem like you're out bashing the guy, and that's not what I wanted to do with this, because I know your heart behind it. So
Yeah.
and after you left State Line Cigars and Cigar Sessions, you had a very brief stint at Tinderbox in Waldorf, Maryland. What happened with that situation?
It wasn't the right fit. I love Raj.
Yeah,
It just wasn't the right fit for me. Like I went there, I couldn't be Lu Liga. You know what I'm saying? My hustle's different. It just wasn't me. And so we talked, we came to an agreement, and we ended it. We're still cool though. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I was always help him, whatever he needs.
yeah. Yeah, that's always ideal, because sometimes you get into a situation, opportunity, and it's not the right fit. But hey, no love lost, so
Yeah, no love
that's
lost.
cool.
Yeah.
And so, but everyone also wants to know, what's your next move in the cigar industry?
Damn, I don't know if I could say.
Well, I mean, you don't have to give explicit, blueprint details, because we all know,
Well,
you don't want to give it.
I already posted the blueprint on my page.
All right. I mean, yeah, and even then, it was kind of vague. So I
All
mean,
right, so okay, here's the deal. Okay, I got some investors behind me. I'm going to open up a lounge.
nice,
So, yeah, that's what's coming. I got a couple of more meetings coming. If everything falls right, I'm going to announce the whole thing. But it's going to come towards my own lounge.
nice.
Yeah.
But you don't have any like perspective. And I know it's gonna take time. Obviously, you don't have any perspective. Times when you're gonna be opening.
Not
Yeah,
because we still haven't figured. What's holding me back is the price on the ventilation system. That's my main concern, because I want like the best ventilation system. I hate when I go into a cigar lounge and it's smoky. You know what I mean? I don't like that
yeah,
shit. So that's what's holding me back. But everything else is good. Like I got a meeting Saturday. You know what I'm saying, with the investors, and we're gonna go look at the property again. The property is insane, bro. Trust me, I'm doing some shit nobody's done. I know this for a fact. The shit
yeah.
I'm doing, it's a game changer.
Definitely. That's always cool. Like I try to be the first to what I do at times. So I know you try to be the same way. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the progress on that and all that good stuff, and see you live out your dream, because
Yeah.
you definitely got that, you got that true hustle, and it's and countless people appreciate what you do, and you definitely got a large following, so it's definitely dope. So we're gonna get into some more controversy here. So,
Go
as
ahead.
you know, a while ago, I came out with an article when I was still with Stogie Press about Plume versus Mold, and so I had somebody talking about that. I was like, you know what? Let me just
Ah,
ask him. I mean, I got reamed for it, and and everybody's got an opinion on it. Um, so you already know that's controversial. So what's your take on it? Do you think Plume is mold, like a lot of people are saying, or do you take the more traditional view of Plume and mold being separate things?
it's separate. I mean, listen, until it's I never got into that shit for real. I mean, I've got some old cigars that got the crystals on it, and it's not mold, because mold and plume looks totally different. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mold looks like mold. Plume is
yeah,
like crystallized with like little furry. It's a different. It's just it's different. It's the oils and stuff like that.
yeah. Because
You
that's
know,
what it is. It's like on a more oily cigar, it's the oils coming up from
right?
inside the cigar. And actually, I was very lucky when I first got into cigars, like over 12 years ago now. A friend of he's still a friend to this day. He used to work at a cigar shop called Smoke Rings on Merritt Island, and they had some cigars with Plume on it. Now I didn't know shit about cigars. This was way before I was shirtless Mike, and he showed me and educated me on what Plume was. And I think I actually got a cigar with Plume or whatever, but at that time I didn't really appreciate it. So, but it's funny though, whenever you do post about that subject, like the trolls come out, like people, it's either people just trying to fuck with you, or it's people, just they're on some other shit. And so, yeah, that was like my most controversial article ever. Like I literally got, if you read the comments, it's still on Stogie Press. If you go look at that, I got reamed on that. So
I've never posted a cigar with plume or mold, whatever that. I never got into
yeah,
that. Or the fake
I,
Cuban shit. I never got into that shit either. So
yeah, and that's the thing. One time I was actually smoking a Cohiba, and it was a real Cohiba. Like I know how to identify a real Cohiba. I've done the research. I've been educated on it, and I posted a real one, and that had people already saying it was fake. I was like, bro, like, do you think I'm actually my reputation's on the line? Do you think I'm gonna post a fake Cohiba?
I
So
hear
yeah,
that.
I think just we live in a social media age. Everyone's got an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Yeah.
So moving on here. Oh, let me get. Yeah. All right. So what is your favorite size cigar, and why is it your favorite size?
Oh fuck. I'm a traditional guy, man. Robusto Toro. I just like the size. You know what I mean. I like the way it feels in my hand, the way they burn. You know what I'm saying. I'm just traditional. Nothing special with that. You know what I mean. I mean, I'll smoke. I don't like Lanceros. Let's get that straight. I'm
You
not a
don't like
Lancero.
Lanceros. Oh
I'm gonna
man,
tell you why. I've had so much bad stuff with them, the tightness and stuff like that. I ain't got. That's not my thing. You
man, you
know.
just hurt my heart, bro. It
Hey,
just hurt
bro.
my heart. No, but I
I, I,
do understand. I do understand what you're saying because I've had some tight Lanceros.
it froze up, bro. Well, since he froze up, where's let's see if I got any comments here. You froze up, bro.
Sorry about that. My internet cuts out. Sometimes it's never happened during one of my shows. And so if that happens again, just chill just like that. But yeah, so this is the first time it's ever happened during one of my shows. I need to get an Ethernet cable to go from in the house to out here because
Yeah,
it's never
dog.
happened on a live show. But it does happen every once in a while, like when I'm on virtual Herfs. So yeah, so my bad about that. If it happens again, at least you know. I'm glad you stayed here. I've never had to brief anybody. But anyway, returning to Lanceros, once you have like a really good Lancero, man, you kind of just fall in love.
Bro, I've had some good Lanceros. I can't say, I just done my thing.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like I was trying to school some people earlier today when I was at the cigar shop, and they said they never had one. I'm like, yo, you got to try it. It's not like they didn't like it or whatever, but anyway, I know you don't drink alcohol, but you even have said that you don't know what it tastes like. What is your favorite non-alcoholic pairing when smoking cigars?
Coffee, iced coffee, black coffee. I'm a big coffee guy.
Yeah.
I tried. You know what I tried the other day for the first time? Ginger beer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've tried ginger beer. My younger brother, he smoked a cigar with me for the first time, and he got some ginger beer, and that went really good. It brings out kind of like some spicy. It's kind of spicy, so
I ain't
it
like
brings.
it.
You didn't like it? I
Nah, cause
mean, it wasn't my favorite, but it was interesting, on the
yeah,
palate.
yeah, 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 yeah. I like salsa water a lot. Salsa water is my jam when I'm smoking. Clears
Oh
my
yeah,
palate because it clears my palate.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, sell some water. I just drink a lot of water, period, because like I drink alcohol, but I don't really drink how I used to. Like people don't even think I drink because it's like not that often I really drink. But when I do, I turn up. But the other portion of the time, I'm just drinking water. So,
Mm.
and we all like music. What kind of music are you into? Do you listen to certain music while smoking cigars?
I listen to all type of music except for new rap and country. Never. Not my thing. I'm old school, man. I'm from when I grew up it was Biggie, a lot of the old rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm a big rock fan, like Ghost. I don't know if you ever heard of Ghost. They're a rock band. That's one of my
yeah. I'm not
favorites.
big into rock, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, I'm into all types of music except for country and new rap. I can't stand new rap.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, there's certain new rappers like from Florida that I do like, but if they're mumble rappers, then no, I can't stand mumble rap. But um, I like older. Like my generation was like Jeezy, when he first came out, like in '05 and stuff like that.
Mm,
But I like it even older than that. Of course, Biggie and Pac and all that. So
right.
no, I definitely feel you. It's the new rap. But that's the new generation, and that's kind of their voice. Just like your generation was before mine, so y'all had your voice with it. My generation, had a slightly different style, but as the generations go on, though, we all just kind of tend to not like the other generation's music. I noticed like that pattern.
Listen, to each their own. I don't care what you listen to. That's not my thing, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna listen to no mumble rap, whatever that's not my thing.
Yeah, definitely. And where is the most memorable place that you have smoked a cigar?
Most memorable place that I smoked a cigar. Fuck. Shit, dude. I smoked so many places. I could tell you exactly. And with a good conversation. AJ Fernandez tobacco fields. Sitting
Hmm.
down, just smoking in the fields with AJ. Nobody there. Just talking and smoking, and that's it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a huge AJ Fernandez fan, so that definitely sounds like a
Good
dream right
dude.
there.
Good dude, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't had the
another
chance
one.
to meet him yet, but
Yeah, that motherfucker right there. Whew, his knowledge. Whew. See, I like picking their brain. So
yeah,
that boy got knowledge for years, man.
yeah. At this point, we only have a little bit more to talk about, but I'm trying to, kill time and just vibe with it. So now at this point, I'm gonna be freestyling. So, whenever you talk to different brand owners, like what's What's the dopest bit of knowledge that you got from any brand owner that you've talked to?
Dopest. Mm. Be you. Be you. That's what. Yeah. Matt Booth told me that. Be you, bro. Don't change it. Don't change for nobody. And
Yeah,
that's just the way it
I
is.
think he might have told me that too, but that's definitely dope.
Yeah.
And for the record, he was on I Tapped That Cigar show and he called me his little babushka. I don't know if you saw that.
Nah. I rarely watch these shows.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
like my boy in California. Shout out to my boy Chad Briggs, one of my good friends in Cali, always supporting me. But he likes watching these shows, so he'll hit me up, yo, go listen to this, go listen to that. Then I'll tune in. But like to actually go and look for it, and that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, man, I
Yeah.
really do these shows. I think you're like the second one that I've done.
What other show have you been on? Because I have to go and look that up.
Shout out to my boy Smoke World podcast. I did his, man. It was pretty dope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him comment on Instagram. I think he started following me and he commented. So
Yeah, good dude, man. Another one of my brothers. I'll do anything for that dude. Listen, man. If you're good with me and I see that, man, you got me a friend for life, man. Whatever you need, if I got it, you got it, man. You know
that's
what I'm
real.
saying?
I'm the same way.
You know what I'm
I try to. There's very few people I don't get along with, and I won't even say any names of anybody, but there's very few, like I said, very few.
Listen, man. I got dudes in Philly that hate me in the cigar world, bro. One of the weirdest fucking shit that I heard a dude tell somebody. Wait till you hear this shit. That I'm the drug dealer to all the cigar company owners. I was like, what the fuck that shit mean?
I heard that. I heard you post
Oh, you
about
heard?
that one.
That was fucking weird.
I saw you
dude.
post about it. I don't get these rumors, but I saw you, post about it.
I was like, that shit don't even, I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
I mean,
yeah.
there are people in the cigar industry that do, smoke weed on the side. I'm not gonna say any names because they don't want that out, but I know, and they do. Like, I mean, they'll tell you if they're cool or whatever, but that's just ridiculous. Like, you're the drug dealer to all the cigar industry.
and I said, bro, come on, man, that shit does, the shit they gotta make shit up just to fucking hate me, dude. Just tell me you don't like me. That's it, bro. Nothing else, But like, I take care of my customers, man. Like, my customer base, when I was selling cigars, they could tell you, man, I take care of them. I give out free cigars, you know what I'm saying? If whatever it takes, man. Like, I'm a humble dude when it comes to that stuff, man. That's not my thing, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'll work with other stores, whatever. Mm-hmm. If you got something I need, dude, I'm gonna try to buy for you, whatever, and it's like that, man.
Yeah, definitely.
No animosity.
I mean, that's generally how it should be. Like,
it's not.
At least in our area, I've known it to be like that. Maybe a few stores may not be that way, but you have the most positive experiences in the cigar industry when stores work together. Like, you're competition, but at the same time, like, you're on the same team. Regardless, you're trying to offer that experience to the consumer. And if you work together, then it's all the money's gonna come back to you anyway. You know what I mean? Like, good karma and good vibes like that. It makes everything just make your life more in harmony.
I've sent customers to other stores if I don't have the product. I said, "Yo, go check him out. He has it. Mm-hmm. I don't have it." You know what I'm saying? That's not my flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, because, sometimes there may be something that may not do well in your shop that you're working at. And, that's the best way to do it. I know my home shop used to do that, like, with Executive in Melbourne, like, or they would do the same thing to my home shop in Rockledge when they were still open. And, I mean, there's no beef. Like, people go to each other's shops and all that. I know that, I at least know that's how it is in Miami, for the most part, because I went to Miami for my birthday a couple years ago, and I was at Cuban Crafters, and I was talking about going to another shop in Miami Beach, and that owner of that shop was sitting there smoking, like, I was hanging out with TK from Stogie TV, and then
whatever happened to that dude?
I'll tell you, not on live. It's nothing, crazy, but I don't put people's business out there, nothing like
All
that.
right.
But I mean, he's got some big stuff going on or whatever, so
All right.
he's just kind of laying low and getting whatever he's got going on. But so I was sitting there, and then so I was talking about going to this other shop, and the owner of that shop was like right there in Cuban Crafters. I'm like, yo,
See?
like running into like other shop owners just chilling.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking awesome, bro. But I'm in the fucking Northeast, so it's different up here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, up north, it's definitely more cutthroat.
It's fucking
You know,
crazy.
I
And
mean,
it
it could be
shouldn't be.
cutthroat in Florida too, but Florida people tend to be like a little nicer. Because I know people from from the city, New York City, and they come to Florida, and they kind of have that mentality. But you see over the years, they kind of just they get a little more soft hearted, not soft, but a little nicer.
Mm. All right.
So before we get going here, because I just wanted to kill a little time or whatever, but what what else do you want to tell everyone? It could be a bit of advice or anything you want to address.
Be ready for me, because I'm coming back, and I'm coming back strong. So it's gonna be something different, something that nobody's ever seen before. That I know of, because I've checked, I've been looking and checking and like that. And the same advice Matt Booth gave me, man. Be yourself in this industry, and live your dreams, man. Trust me, live your dreams. Like, if you want to do something, go for it. And that's probably a little corny. Everybody says that, but it's true, man. Just go for you, man. It's not hard, man. Make connections. Talk to people. Talk to the owners of these companies. Trust me, man. Listen, I reached out to Abe from Florida.
Yeah,
I reached out to him, bro, because I needed some knowledge, bro.
yeah, and Abe's one of those. He will give it to you, man.
Listen,
Like,
bro. He gave me some fucking knowledge, bro, because I reached out. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. I always say that. You can inbox me if you need help. I'll let you know what little knowledge I got. I'll help you. Always reach out. Always, and stay humble, man. I might fucking bitch about the hate on Facebook and social media and all that, but stay humble. Trust me. The haters ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro.
absolutely.
You know.
Yep. I mean, the only thing haters can do is motivate you to do better and keep doing better. So
That's it, man.
And lastly, where can people follow you on social media?
Search for Lu Liga on Instagram. Search for Lu Liga on Facebook. I'll pop up. I got the Yankees hat on. You can't, That's how you know it's me.
Definitely, man. I really appreciate you for coming on the show. In the very beginning, though, some of the first few questions went kind of quick, so I was like, man, I'm gonna have to freestyle it. I don't want it to be like a 20-minute show. But everything turned out good, and we're
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, we're about to hit the 45-minute mark. Yeah, no problem, bro. And once we get off of being live, then we could talk for a few minutes or whatever and recap and all that good stuff. But so I want to thank everyone once again for tuning in. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Do me a solid and tell a friend. Special thanks to our guest, Lu Liga. Make sure to follow him on social media. Remember to put some smoke in the air. Thank you for tuning in to Herf Zone Live. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks, everyone.